What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Neighborhood Podcast. I'm one of the hosts of the podcast. My name is Kyle Dabra.
What's good, everybody? Kevin Valentin here, the other half of the podcast. Kyle, what are we talking about today, bro?
Well, we're going to talk about a little bit of news coming from college basketball. So if you guys hadn't heard the news, Duke men's basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski has announced that he is going to retire after this upcoming season. So listen, Mike Krzyzewski has been the coach for the Duke Blue Devils for over 40 years. He took the reins with Duke in 1980 and has had undoubtedly one of the best collegiate careers as a head coach that we've ever seen. He has won 5 titles as the head coach for the Duke Blue Devils, and he's been to the Final Four 12 times, including 15 ACC tournament championships. So I could go on and on about the accomplishments and the accolades that Mike Krzyzewski has accomplished in his career. But Kevin, I want to get your take on just the impact that Mike Krzyzewski has had on the game of basketball, specifically on the collegiate side of things.
Dude, he's the greatest basketball coach of all time, like in college basketball history. He's one of the greatest coaches in all of sports. We're talking basically an entire lifetime at one university. The amount of wisdom and knowledge that he's passed on to so many players, so many students, and obviously he's affected even people at the pro level because he was the head coach of the men's Olympic team for quite some time, in which he acquired 6 gold medals as a head coach in that time, which is absolutely insane. Sorry, guys, I'm in my throat. Mike Krzyzewski is single-handedly one of the pillars of college basketball. He's up there with Dean Smith and what's that other guy from Indiana? Bobby
Knight.
Bob Knight, yes.
There's also one more that you're forgetting. He used to coach for UCLA.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
John
but I know
Wooden.
Exactly what you're talking about. John Wooden. That guy. You know what I'm saying? You out here. That guy, that's Kyle right there. He's the wisdom. But Krzyzewski is just being a UNC fan. I know for a fact, any Duke team we've ever faced, there's never a question of talent. There's never a question of coaching. There's never a question of are they prepared. Duke could have the worst season in basketball, and I know that when we play them, they're coming with everything in the kitchen sink. So to hear that Roy stepped away this season, to know that Mike is stepping away this next season is just, it's weird. It's like, if it doesn't show how fast time is moving, it's absolutely insane, because 2 of the greatest coaches in men's basketball history are walking away from the game within a year of each other. Coach K is an icon. You hear the name or the acronym K, Coach K. When you hear Coach K, you immediately think of, wow, the greatest coach of all time. Like, wow, he's here, or Coach K is on the sideline, or he's here to watch somebody play. And the amount of recruits and NBA players he's created in the program and so on and so forth are endless. The amount of appearances, like Kyle said, we're talking accolades upon accolades and accolades. Like, the man has done it all, from the pro level to the Olympic level to the connection to the community. Coach K is college basketball, for being completely honest. And hearing that he's walking away is actually kind of crazy. So, big shout out to all the rivalries that we've had over the years, all the games, all of the matchups, and just the impact that he's brought to the game is just kind of crazy. I'm fumbling over my own words, but it's just like, that's just how impactful he really was and how dominant his program was for this many years. We're talking about, after this season, 41 years at one university is absolutely incredible. And college basketball will not be the same without him, for sure.
And I'll tell you what, he led the team that most collegiate basketball fans hated.
Including myself.
Hated Duke because they were just that good.
Yep.
And granted, they always had some great battles between themselves and UNC in the ACC over the past 3 to 4 decades. But, more times than not, Duke was always in a situation where it felt like they were on top. And listen, a lot of college fans across the country hated going up against Duke just because you're playing against Coach K, who's, like you mentioned, one of, if not the greatest men's basketball coach that we've ever seen. And not just on the collegiate side, I'm just talking about men's basketball altogether. I mean, when you look at this, I'll kind of focus on just the men's side of collegiate sports. He became the number one most winningest head coach by getting his, I believe it was 903rd win, which the spot that used to be held by Bobby Knight. He was the most winningest head coach in men's college basketball before Coach K took it. Coach K took that spot 10 years ago. He currently has 1,170 wins. So he got another 250 plus wins after he broke the record over 10 years ago. The man is almost 75 and is still leading this team to greatness. And I just don't know how he's able to do it 40 years in. You would think at some point you just get tired of doing the same things over and over and over again every single year. But he just keeps on going and he doesn't stop. And it's unfortunate to see his career coming to an end, but it's been an absolutely phenomenal one to watch. Granted, I wasn't even alive when he started his coaching career. He started in 1980. I wasn't born until 1995. I wasn't even born. I was born just at maybe almost the halfway point of his Duke tenure. And he's won 5 titles since he started at Duke. He's won multiple gold medals, like you mentioned, being the coach of the U.S. men's basketball team that plays in the Olympics. And he's a legend in every sense of the word. But with that said, you guys, we just wanted to touch on Coach K's career as one of the greatest coaches in collegiate basketball history. So don't be afraid to like and comment to the video. We definitely appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the video. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel just to support the channel in any way, shape, or form. Kevin and I definitely appreciate it. Other than that, that's pretty much all that we have for you guys. And we will see you guys around when we drop another video.